Welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris, aka Hood Digital, aka the conspiracy theorist, the wannabe journalist, aka the starving YouTuber. Sunday night, went to work today. I work at home, as you already know. Still got my Big Daddy Kane, still got my cast on. I'm gonna have it for the next 15 days, as you already know. Today was Sunday, so I wanted to do a reaction video that I had on deck. Just like always, I have things on deck and then I just swayed somewhere else. I decided to do this video because it's a hot topic. I've been seeing it all day since last night, so I had to talk about it. But before that, I want to address something that I'm a big fan of. While I was working today, there wasn't that many calls. On Sundays, there are usually not that many calls, so I always have time to do a little something in between the calls. I decided I wanted to watch the last episode of one of my favorite shows. I'm a big series guy. I love watching series. But I usually don't like watching when I know that it's the final season. I usually watch the final season, but I don't like watching the final episodes. I don't know, it's just something about it. I guess I don't want it to end, so I want to just leave it at that. But I decided to make an exception with this show. Blue Bloods. Blue Bloods. Awesome show. Love it. Loved it. It's sad. It's a shame. After 14 seasons, they should have at least made it an even 15. That is gone. Hopefully, all Blue Blood fans, all of us are praying for at least a spinoff. So I seen this episode. It was called the Last Tour. The last tour. Let me look for it. I know it had to do with tour. Should have been more prepared for this one. But I want to get it out there. I know it was called the final tour, the end of tour. Okay, the end of the tour. Got teary eyed. This is why I wanted to talk about it, because I got teary eyed, man. It's like tears were actually coming out of my face. I was like, what the hell? Good show. Very good show. This guy right here I wanted to talk about. Officer Badillo, played by actor Ian Quinlan. He got shot in the episode. He died. He got shot by one of the gangbangers or whatever. Now, it's crazy because he plays a Dominican American. He's supposed to be, I don't know if in the show he was born here, but I know his parents were Dominican. He's of Dominican descent. And it's crazy. I wanted to address this because this is the first time that I see that somebody actually plays a Dominican. Somebody actually plays a Dominican here. He's not actually Dominican. His mother is African American and his father is of European descent. In other words, he's white. It's the first time I actually see that somebody plays a Dominican, but they're not actually Dominican. So it was crazy. I mean, it was very emotional. I got emotional, especially because I've been a big fan of Blue Bloods for a long time. Shout out to this guy right here, Manny Perez. He plays Carlos Ramirez. He plays. This guy right here is one of the most talented, if not the most talented actor Dominican Republic has. He's a pride and joy of my nation. Shout out to him. Of course, he did his thing here, like he always does, everywhere, every movie, every show he does. If he's on, I gotta watch him. Good dude right here, talented dude. So we're gonna get into the nitty gritty. This is what I want to talk about today because you guys probably already know what I'm going to talk about because it's been all over. It's been all over. Everybody's talking about it. TikTok. I'm going to talk about TikTok. Now, we all wanted to know. I actually was doing some investigation. Like I said, today there was not that many calls. Let me put this a little bit smaller. There was not that many calls. So I was doing my investigation on the TikTok. And of course, Trump, he brought it back. I guess a 90-day stay of execution, as they call it in the New York Times. But the question is, what happens now? First of all, we're going to investigate. I was investigating why it was banned. According to CBS News, as the House took up the divest or ban law in April 2024, yes, I'm reading, Republican Michael McCall, a Texas Republican, compared this to a spy balloon in Americans' phones. Remember the spy balloons that the Chinese had over American territory? Senator Chris Coons, a Democrat from Delaware, said that lawmakers learn in classified briefings how rivers of data are being collected and shared in ways that are not well aligned with American security interests. So why is it a security threat? And this is what I wanted to find out, because it's good to know. It's not just, well, they want to ban it because they assholes. No, we want to find out why. There has to be a reason. Republican Senator Josh Hawley of Missouri said Friday, if you have TikTok on your phone currently, it can track your whereabouts, it can read your text messages, it can track your keystrokes, it has access to your phone records. If the Chinese government get its hands on that information, it's not just a national security threat, it's a personal security threat. So we all need to worry about this. I mean, I'm in the Dominican Republic. I'm going to be honest with you. They don't give a fuck about that shit over here. That's the last thing of their worries. We worried about other stuff. The government is worried about other stuff. Obviously, they don't care. I live in a third world country, unfortunately. But it just makes sense, and people need to know why. People need to know what they're playing with. You know, this is an app that it has personal information and it's compromising security threat. And you guys got to remember that China is a communist country. And to their defense, I have here that they haven't been charged. The parent company hasn't been charged with any type of using information or anything like that. It hasn't been tested yet. They haven't been to court or none of that. Okay, they haven't been charged with or suspected of anything yet. But Congress knows that they have the power to do so. They can, the moment they decide to do it, they can. So it's something that we really need to consider. It's something that Americans. I'm not American, but it's something to think about. It's something that needs to be addressed, needs to be thought about. Not just free TikTok. Let's have TikTok no matter what. President Donald Trump, future president, in a couple of hours, he'll be president again. He wants to do it, and but he said he's going to look into it. Now, of course, it was to his best interest for him to have TikTok tomorrow. Of course, it was to his best interest. His and I want to show you guys something else, but his proposal is 50-50 because Congress wants the TikTok's parent company. I don't have it. I don't have it at hand here. I should have been a little bit more prepared, but TikTok's parent company to sell to a non-Chinese owner. Which I want to ask, how is that going to make a difference? But they should know how that's going to make a difference. Trump is actually proposing a 50-50. Have the company bought, sold, sell 50% to the Americans. That may be a good thing. That's good. I don't see no reason for that. But you know that the Chinese people are a little bit hard-headed. If it's not convenient, they might not do it. So the question is this just a Band-Aid? Is this just a Band-Aid that they're putting? Is that it? Is it just a Band-Aid? Is that what they're gonna do? Is it just a Band-Aid? Is this gonna fix the problem long term? It's something that we need to see if this is actually gonna work. I believe that the 50-50 should be considered because then they don't have to worry about so much about how to control it. It's actually being monitored and it has more transparency. It builds more transparency. But we'll see how this is going to turn out. We all need to remember and take into consideration that in this day and age, for an app, just a simple app, to track your text messages, your keystrokes, access to your phone records, your whereabouts, it's a delicate situation, even though they can do that anyway. I think they can do that anyway. Americans have that information anyway, but I guess American authorities have that information anyway. But I guess that they don't want the Chinese people to have it. But this is not over yet. This is not over yet. Wanted to talk about this guy right here. He has a good proposal. I just got out of a meeting with a bunch of billionaires. TikTok, we mean business. This is my lawyer right here. We have an offer ready for you. We want to buy the platform. America deserves TikTok. Give me a seat at the table. Let me save this platform, TikTok. That's Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast wants to purchase TikTok. I guess him and some big ballers. Mr. Beast, shout out to Mr. Beast, man. That's the big homie. That's the king of the mountain. That's where everybody wants to be at. That's everybody's, every YouTuber's dream, including yours truly. From Mr. Beast all the way down to the starving YouTuber. Mr. Beast is all the way up on the top of the hill. And I guess the starving YouTuber is, what would I be at? I would be under the hill at this point. I'm not even on the hill right now. But hey, what do I always say? I'm going to keep grinding. I'm going to keep riding till the wheels fall off. Till the wheels fall off. That's how I'm doing it. That's how I'm doing it. But yeah, I just wanted to make this short video just to let y'all know that we need to be careful. Something else that I'm messing with, I'm going with fan base, ladies and gentlemen. I'm doing fan base. I'm gonna get off TikTok. I'm not gonna be messing with TikTok too much. I'm gonna do fan base. I forgot who is it that owns fan base. This guy is black owned. Yeah, it's black owned. I think it's pretty good. I liked it. I'm working on it. I already got a couple of videos. I like to do it to basically to promote my YouTube channel, and it looks good. I forgot the name of the owner. He's what is his name? I wanna look that up because I want to put him out there. I think he was in the Breakfast Club. He was in a Breakfast Club and he was being interviewed, and I think that's a good thing. I think that's very positive, man. Hey, he wants to do. He wants to be the competition of TikTok. That's important. What is his name, man? Isaac Hayes the Third. Yes, Isaac Hayes the Third. Yes, yes, yes. He said, well, we just crossed $5.2 million raised for fan base. So it's something that just started, as I understand. I'd seen it somewhere, and I decided to let me just go ahead and do it. Since he has no problem, and hey, I'm willing to support minorities, even from the Dominican Republic. I want to support black owned, Hispanic owned. I want to support all that. So yes, I'm thinking about getting off of TikTok anyway. I don't know why, but even though it doesn't really matter, I don't really have nothing to hide. But I don't know. I want to start something new. I wanna be, fan base. It's just starting. I have a feeling it's gonna do good. You guys should check it out. Fan base app, especially minorities, African Americans, because TikTok is still a question mark. We still don't know what's going on. Remember, Trump, it's only given it a 90-day stay of execution. And Trump is not too Chinese friendly also. So if it really, really, really compromises national security, Trump might give it a second thought. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, TikTok. The fight's not over. Enjoy it while you still can. Seen some lady. She said because of the TikTok ban, she was about to sell her house, sell her cars. You can't be if you make it that big on any platform. Make sure you invest your money. Don't just rely, because tomorrow there could be a YouTube ban. It could shut down. Anything can happen. So we need to be careful, and we need to administer our money wisely. Ladies and gentlemen, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Hit a like button. Hit a new not like button. Hit the notification because I'm going to be coming back with some other videos. I'm going to get back to my reaction videos. And then whenever I want to touch on something else, I've been wanting to do a hip hop video and touch on some of the things that's going on with Fat Joe and the FBA and the N-word and who can use the N-word. I did a little something about that, but I wanted to touch on it a little bit more. But we'll get to that in another video. Once again, get with me. Starving YouTuber all day. Peace.